So if you've ever failed a platform challenge, the first thing to know is that you're not the only one. And in this video, I'll show exactly what to do, what to think about, how to change your mindset, how to recover from it, and how to look at funding in a different perspective than what you typically hear on YouTube. We'll dive right into it. Welcome back everyone, I hope you're doing fine. I didn't do a video here for a long time alone on YouTube, so it's good to be back. Looking forward to discuss that funded account stuff in details. I'm currently in Bali. I'll show you some quick clips around the hotel here. It's a hotel we came to last year. We're going back to this year. We really love it so far. But today I want to sit down and really think about what to do when you fail a funded account. The first thing I want you to think about is that it's totally normal to lose an account. You're not the only one losing a funded account. And in fact, the way probabilities work in trading, there's always going to be a chance that you lose the account. And that's simply because there are rules around the platform account. There's like a maximum drawdown, maybe a daily drawdown, maybe even like a time limit. Or there might be a way where if you don't do certain things, you might lose the account. All these things make it that you will lose accounts if you look at getting funded over time in your trading. That's just part of it. Even if you set your risk to be very conservative, you could hit that risk limit. You could have a couple of bad trades, or you make a few mistakes and then you lose the account. Now, the key thing to understand is that even if you lose the account and you lose plenty of accounts in the future, you can still make good money trading. And I'll share with you why and how that all works out. So first things first, you want to take away that feeling that if you lose an account, you are a loser or you are bad at trading or you're a failure. That is not the case. It's just a probability that this will happen. And if you hit that and you lose the account, it's just part of that probability is that you will lose the account. It's just totally normal. Over time, as you look at getting funded in trading, so you might go for like online platforms, you might look at other ways to get capital, investors. You always want to track your money in versus your money out. So what money is coming into your bank account, either from like funding or you get withdrawals, maybe you are paid for certain things like a management fee or something of a sort, and what money is going out. So all the money that you pay for funded accounts online or all the money you pay for getting credit to trade on certain accounts. As long as that thing is positive, as long as you get more money coming in than money coming out, then you are pretty much good to go. The only thing is to check if it's worth to actually spend your time on that stuff. Are you worth getting funded? Because if you make like $200 in a year, might not be worth it, of course, but you can always get better and lose less funded accounts. But I know plenty of traders who are getting funded, losing many accounts. Maybe they lose 8 accounts out of 10, but on those 2 accounts that they keep, they are able to withdraw money consistently, like $5,000 a month easily. So even if they spend $2,000 on other accounts that they fail at, they're still making plenty of money. They're still making $3,000 a month from these 2 accounts that they keep and that they are able to make withdrawals from. Eventually, they might lose these accounts, but they keep reinvesting in more accounts to be able to get funded again and pass again and withdraw again. And that's kind of the whole game to it. I think too many traders are focusing on one account. I'm going to get funded on this account. If I fail, then I'm a loser and I cannot succeed. It's not the case. You can lose plenty of accounts and still make money. In fact, taking a bit more risk here in a very still like controlled manner is going to pay off more than taking no risks at all. And trying to just take a small account and maybe you look at like the risk on that account, the drawdown, then you split that for your risk per trade, and then you risk very low per trade, you make very little money. Maybe you are able to withdraw $100 after a year. That's just maybe gonna work, but it's gonna be making you less money than taking a bit more risk, and over time getting a few accounts and losing some, and passing some, and withdrawing on some of these accounts. But keep in mind, you always have to track your money in and money going out. What I want you to think about too is, what's the long-term game to all of this? Are you gonna get onto a prop firm online and doing this for the rest of your life? That's probably not the best way for most people to make a living out of trading. There are other ways to do it. You can get funded by investors. You could look at eventually building your own capital, trading only on your own account like I do now. And I still have funded accounts, but the biggest chunk of my money coming in is from my own account. So what's your long-term game? There could be many ways to do it, but use these prop firms online as a building stone to getting to that bigger future that you have in mind, getting to that bigger goal. That means you should look for other opportunities out there to be able to grow your trading by either talking to investors, meeting people, finding a way to surround yourself with people who have money, to be able to eventually scale up your trading size. Many ways you can look at it, but you should have the long-term game in mind. It's not just about getting a funded account now and passing it. It's about where this will lead you in the future and what goal you have in mind for the next 10, 20 years from now. Back when I got my very first investor for my trading in 2016, I knew I didn't want to do this for my whole life. I knew my whole game was not to just trade for an investor. I would have hated that kind of lifestyle and that kind of pressure it put on me. I did it for a while to be able to scale up my own account. And I reinvested the profits I got from that investor to my own account. But eventually I was able to switch back to only trading for my own. And that was my long-term game. So use prop firms as a tool to help you succeed, but don't use them as the end game forever. That's not what they're meant to be, at least for most people. If you're going to do this for the long term though, there's two things you have to really keep in mind. The first one is to track your compliance levels. So how disciplined are you with your strategy? Are you following your plan all the time? Or are you missing some trades? Are you trying to deviate from your plan sometimes? Are you looking at other strategies, other edges? Are you changing the rules as you go forward? Because that metric will really dictate how good you are in trading. If you have a compliance rate of 20%, you're doing really, really bad. You're doing something really wrong. If your compliance rate is about maybe 70%, you're good, but you could be a lot better. If it's 85 or more, then you're doing really well. And that's kind of what we want to aim for. A compliance rate of 85%. That means on 85 trades out of 100, you follow your plan perfectly. You follow the rules and everything is perfectly according to plan, including how you get out of the trade. Not just how you get in, but also how you get out of that trade. Then you have a bit of leeway for like 15 trades out of 100 where you maybe make some mistakes, you change your targets, you adjust a few things here and there, you have a different stop loss. These things happen, they are fine. You gotta have room for them, but they shouldn't be the core of your trading. It shouldn't be where on most of your trades you actually change your rules. So that's the first thing, your compliance level. The second thing is your drawdowns. Earlier last year, 2025, I had a drawdown on my account. I was down about 10%, maybe 11%. I recovered from there and I was able to make some profits, of course, on top of that. But now I know my drawdown is around 10, 12% maximum. I've had years where it was a bit bigger, maybe 13, 14%. But I know for a fact that I really never go beyond 15%. The only time I had a 15% drawdown was really early on in my trading career. Back in 2017 when I went full time and I had this drawdown. But for the most part, these other years I've had pretty small drawdowns. And that's because that's my personality. I don't like to have big drawdowns. But if I know my maximum level is 15%, I can adjust my risk now for a prop firm. I can go and look at, well, sometimes maybe if I put my max risk at 12%, I might lose an account once in a while at 12%, but most of them I'll be able to get my withdrawal on. So you calculate that way. If the prop firm account drawdown is 6% and my account is 12%, I'll just split my risk in half and trade for that funded account. And most years, I won't even be close to that drawdown. Some years I might go close to it, I might hit it, and that's part of it. It's just part of probability, as I've said in the beginning. It's part of some accounts you will lose because of the drawdown, and some accounts you will win and withdraw on them for a long time. So I adjust my risk based on my drawdown levels. So compliance rate and drawdown levels, these are very important metrics. You will need them for your entire trading career. But if you want to track other metrics that will actually help you to become a better trader, I'll leave a video link below. It's a free course we have about tracking and journaling that really goes into what metrics we look at, what things we need to keep an eye on, what numbers are crucial, what targets you want to hit in these numbers too. It's very important. You'll get a template for your journal. It's completely free. Check out the link below and check out the video here on the screen next. You think you'll like it. And I'll catch you right there in that video on the screen. Ciao.